Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the barrio coming back at you with another video for your butt. Now, this is going to be a bit of a different type of video than normal because I'm a baseball card channel for the most part. And today, I'm going to unbox a couple of things I got in the mail day for my bike. Now, when I was a kid, I was in love with BMX bikes. You know, a lot of different reasons, man. Growing up, BMX bikes was just such a big thing in a kid's life. Now I'm a little tired. I've been up since like 1 in the morning. Only slept like 3 hours last night. Had a kind of family chingadera that we've been dealing with, and so I'm a little tired, but I'm gonna do this today. So I ordered a couple of parts for my bike. My Mosh, I think it's a Mosh 3-star. I'm not really sure. I'm not the bike expert. I just love bikes. Right, so I ordered a racing plate, custom. And I never order online, but I've had a breakdown. Don't like ordering online, but I found nowhere else that I could find this in person to do it. So I ordered online on, I believe, Etsy. So let's unbox, and hopefully I got my racing plate that I can put on my bike. So let's see. I don't think I need a knife. All right. Oh, check that out. So actually, I think this is just the sticker. This is not a plate. So I think this is just the sticker. So I don't care, man. I'm still happy with it. I was kind of worried because when I got my shipment confirmation, it said that 2-number plate, and I was like, oh man, hopefully they got the 420 in there, not just 2 numbers. But check it out, 420 Pepino, man. So I got the whole thing. I'm happy with this. I think they sell the plates separately then. Like I said, I don't shop online, so I didn't know. I should have probably read the details. But I'm happy with it, man. Check that out. Firme, Holmes. Sicko. That still tickles my pickle. Look at that. Pepino Man 420. So happy with that. And I'll probably have to order a plate. So finishing my bike will probably take another week then if I have to order that. And I also ordered some brakes. I'll show you guys my bike. So this is Rusty Bird. And I could not find blue brakes anywhere, man. So all these parts I bought in person, man, to modify my bike. I do not shop online, so everything had to be in person. And shopping in person, I never found the blue brakes, so I just went with the black. And since I ordered the custom racing plate, I figured, oh well, I might as well now order the blue brakes. So I ordered the blue brakes from Dan's Comp. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully they're blue. Check out this box. So they're Pro Max Clip 1. Nice. Nice. And so check it out. In blue. Sicko. Enfermo, homie. Ciao. Check that out. Blue. And one of the things I noticed is that it comes with the black cable. Now, I'm a big Dodger fan. I love Dodger blue, so that was my theme. That was my theme with my bike. It was all original. I had all the Mosh parts. It was all original Mosh. It's a 90s bike. But since I was going to fix it up, I said, you know what? I'm going to customize it to the way I want. And I want it to be Dodger blue. So I wanted to buy all the parts Dodger blue, and we'll get into that more. So, well, and you can see if the other, okay. So here are the other parts. I had to get the blue brake pads. So these are blue brake pads instead of black. And I bought the extra blue cable. So now everything is going to be Dodger blue. Pantone 294. So I'm very happy with this. Hopefully I'll get this installed soon, but I have to wait on my plate. Another thing that I bought is all my parts that I bought in person, I bought at SGV Bicycles in City of Industry, SGV Bicycles. And little by little, they started getting cutter stuff, and so I got the blue cranks. Okay, so got the blue cranks, so I'll be installing those. All right, so let me walk you guys through my bike. Here we go. So let's just start off from the top right here. Originally I had not changed the handlebars, but I had bought these pads right here. You see these BMX pads? I bought the pads, and the original handlebars were too small, and the pads did not fit on here. So I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna I didn't just waste my money on these pads. You can see I got it right here too. They're BMX. So I just got new bars. So I got the original Mosh, and I ended up changing the stem too. So you can see here, this is the original Mosh stem. All right, a 90s bike that was built by Giant, but this is everything was original Mosh. All right, so changed the handlebars, got blue grips, and I got these blue donuts. You know what? I don't know if I need them or if I'm going to ride as much, but when I was a kid and we used to go to the tracks that I would build, I would get blisters right here on my thumb, on the top of my thumb. I'd get them on both hands. So I remember someone recommending me these to prevent that. So I got these little pads that go on the handlebars, on the grips. So I got the blue grips, changed the handlebars, and then so I had the original stem on there, but I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go all blue, and I bought this Haro neck stem. All right, and I still got the original Mosh thing right here, which was the first time I had ever worked with this type of stem. As a kid, I remember it was like a 2-part stem, and I used to work on bikes a lot, but I guess a lot have changed since the 80s. It was very, very, very hard to find a lot of these parts. All right, so change the stem to go blue. Another thing, start from the top right here, is the seat. All right, this is like a padded seat. It's like very comfortable, and it feels like it has padding, and you know. And originally I did not want this seat because I wanted the Dominator. But the difference with the Dominator seat, it was kind of a light blue, and I kind of wanted this darker blue. So this was the only seat that was a darker blue. So ended up getting the seat, but the guy, the next time when I took my bike over there, he's like, man, he's like, you know what, like when you're riding it, no one really sees the seat, so it shouldn't really matter that much that it's a little bit of a lighter blue. And I kind of been thinking of that because I like the Dominator seat. But you know, for now this is fine. The only thing I don't like about like this material is that, you know, our bikes, we don't have kickstands. So a lot of times what I used to do is when we would go places, we flip them over and sit them on the handlebars and the seats. So this, if I were to do that a lot like I used to, this will start ripping right here and tearing. So that's why I didn't want it, but you know what, I probably won't be doing that much anymore. So went with that seat. And then I ended up changing the seat post because I used to love this seat post. I never had one as a kid, but I used to love other bikes that did have that. I wanted this laid back seat with that support bar. So I ended up getting that. So this is the original Mosh seat post. And it was really short. And as a kid, I wasn't used to the short seats. You know, I'm 6 feet tall. So I like my seats a little bit higher. So ended up getting this in chrome instead of black. And I love it. Don't regret this at all. I love this seat post. You know, and I had to buy the guts and stuff. Guts. All right. So going lower, the brakes, like I said, I could only find, it's like, dude, I went to like 10, 15 different bike stores. And like every single one of them had the same inventory. All of them had the same inventory. All black brakes or maybe some white. All dull colors. It's like, what happened, man? You know, it's been a long time since I've been to a bike shop, and it used to be colorful, man. You could customize your bike to any colors you wanted, and everything was so bland, like so boring. And it was hard to find BMX parts. Everything was like, you know, the cranks are all different now. They're three piece, and I'm used to the one piece cranks. So the cranks are different. All right. Another thing that I changed, as you can see, I had to have the Skyways. Had to have the Skyways. All right. Skyway rims, I love them. 24-inch. At first, when I was looking them up, I started looking up on OfferUp and couldn't find 24 inches for a long time. Only 20s. I didn't want 20s. I wanted 24. But they were all going for like $400 when I first started looking last year. Over a year ago, probably. And I was like, I can't afford $400. And then eventually, I ended up just buying. Let me show you. I ended up just buying the blue tires. So these are the original rims that were on the bike. These Rhino lights. All right. So I had these Rhino lights. Were the original rims on the bike. And one thing that I experienced that I had never experienced before when I was going to change the tires, so I decided, well, at least I'll just change the tires. I want to get the blue tires, you know. The tires that I took off, they had a wire on the inside that went all the way around, so I had to like get bolt cutters and cut those off. I had never seen that before. So I ended up getting the blue tires, and I was happy with this. I was like, oh, well, I'll just ride with these Rhino Light sun rims for now. But then I kept looking on OfferUp, and eventually these blue Skyways 24s with the tires and tubes ready to go, $180. So I had to jump on it. So I bought those, $180, got the rims and the tires, tubes, and I'm happy with it. You know, I like that other design. I don't know if it's the Tough Wheel 6. The ones that are a little bit more of an angle, not straight like this, shoot straight out. They shoot more of an angle, but I never saw them in 24. So somebody let me know if they even make them in 24. I only see them in 20s. But I would love to have that style of Skyway rims. And another thing that I bought is these cool little dice. Sicko metal dice of Outcome. These are metal and they're smaller. All right, they're a little bit different. These ones right here, like I said, all these parts I got at SGV Bike. These ones I got them at another place, and they're kind of goofy looking because they're big and they're actual size dice. But I like the smaller metal ones. All right. So when I changed the C clamp, I changed the C clamp. I got a blue one. All right. So all the trim is blue, and like I said, now I'm gonna change the cranks. So I also had the original Mosh pedals. All right. So they're the original Mosh pedals, but like I said, eventually I just said I'm gonna go all out and start changing everything and change the pedals to blue pedals. So that's where I'm at now, guys. So this bike is awesome. I love this bike. It rides great. It's called Rusty Birds, the name that my coworkers gave it to it when I used to take it to work. And now I just totally customize it to Dodge Blue. And so changed everything. Got everything at SGV Bicycles. The only place I found locally close to me anywhere that I could find BMX parts. Everywhere else, they didn't even work with BMX bikes. Just mount bikes and 12 speeds or whatever. And as a kid, I was a bike collector, and I had almost every kind of bike. The only bike I'm missing now is the Diamondback that I want, that I never had as a kid, is a Diamondback. So if I find a frame, you know, I just might end up putting these these other parts on that frame, because this is my ride around bike, and I also have another bike that I bought there. I got this one on in payments, which was the last bike that I had as a kid before I went to the army. This dyno, and it's a new school, and I think I'm gonna modify this too, guys, because customize it. I'm not a big fan of the new school stuff. Don't like the seat. We'll see about these 3-piece cranks, the small, you know, smaller ratio, teeth ratio. You know, this bike's supposed to be badass, you know, up there on top of the line. But I like the old school stuff, man. But I'm gonna modify this. You guys tell me, what do you think? I already got some pieces to change on that bike. It's brand new. I haven't even rode it yet, really. I got these are the pads that go on there, and I can't believe that it has a chain guard. Come on, man, that's kiddie stuff. You gotta be a punk bitch to put that on there. But I got the Dominator seat, which is probably less comfortable, but I'm a man. Don't bother me none. So I want to put this white seat on there. I got the white tires. So I'll make another video talking about that bike and the changes I want to make, but I got the white tires. And on OfferUp once again, came up this time for 200 bucks, so not as cheap. But I got the white Skyways, you know, which were on the cheap compared to the other ones I was seeing. These are brand new, unused, untouched, you know. So probably gonna put these on. I got the tubes for them. So let me know what you guys think, man. You guys think I should take off the new school parts on my dyno and replace them with the old school parts? Because that's what I want to do. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, man. That's my little bicycle journey that I'm going through. So yeah, I'll make another video about the changes in bikes, man, because this bike is just, you know, they're bikes. You just think, hey, might be just a bike, but totally different, man. The old school, mid school BMX compared to the new school, the cranks, the tires, the seats, it's a total new generation shock. All right, so let me know what you guys think. All right, as I say on my baseball card videos, love the hobby and keep collecting baseball cards forever, as said. Ciao. One last look at Rusty Bird. Check him out. Gonna change the cranks. Everything Dodger blue, baby. Ciao. Pepino, man.